Yo, welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Hoogie, and it's the biggest who. No need to ask no questions, because of course I could only be talking about me. Tyler Austin, man. Welcome back to our Carolina Panthers Madden 24 Dynasty rebuild. Dynasty meaning we will be doing more than just 2 or 3 seasons here. You may be like, wow, that doesn't seem right, because when we picked off last time, your record was a little different. It looked a little better. You were getting ready to play the Ravens in a Super Bowl rematch, and now you're 1-10. The Bucs are 6-5. Mike Evans still has his depth chart. Yes, I know. A lot more questions need to be answered. That's why I'm here. As I tend to with technology, right, man? Long story short, we're not going to drag it out. I found a way to delete the correct files that I needed to be able to edit my videos correctly. I had a few that I had lined up already on the docket, already on the queue, done, ready to just be exported, and none of them would export. And I'm like, wow, what's going on? Something said, hey, go check the property files of the videos, or the property section of the videos, and see what it was. And it ended up being the completely wrong file that I need to be able to get things done accordingly, man. And as heartbreaking as it was, it's fine, because I just took it as an opportunity. I took it as a chance to just revamp, move in a better direction, and just use the previous rebuild as a blueprint of where we need to go and what we need to do better. Early on in that first one, you know, we maybe got a little too, with the trades, went a little too crazy, went a little too out of pocket, even though it worked out for us in the long run. 2-time Super Bowl champs in as many years, was working on 3. I just feel like even throughout the season, we were just figuring out how we're going to go about things. Okay, we'll flip a coin to decide whether we'll receive or kick ourselves each week. You know, just things like that. Not that these things are bad, but with better knowledge comes better progression. Ooh, I like that. I don't even know that's a quote, but with better knowledge comes better progression, better results, and that's why we're here. As you see, the background is a little bit different, right? I was getting ready to let you guys know that before. You know, the background was a little meh. Now this background is a little oh, I hit the microphone due to excitement. But this background is a little you feel me? As you look, you can see up top, we got the Star Wars poster that I thrifted from Goodwill. Yes, I love Star Wars. One of the greatest, if not the greatest movie franchises of all time. I'm not an aficionado. I just know what makes a good movie and what doesn't. I'm not one of those guys that's in there, you know, with my tablet or my notepad open, writing down detailed notes about what was good and what wasn't. I know it's up here. Right, it's right here. The eye test, the ear test. I see and I hear it, feel it. Right beside it, 2 paintings by Abstract Mars, my brother, artist out of Atlanta. He paints and he makes music as well. Got those hanging up right beside the beautiful George Lucas creation. I don't know if he made that, but you know, Star Wars is his. We got action figures, because I mean, what background isn't equipped or isn't popping if it doesn't have action figures? I was trying to find a good word. Popping was the only word that popped into my head as quick as it did. We got the straw hats. Can't see them too well, but Zoro, Sanji, Luffy, Ace, Shanks, and below that got Goku Black, Son Goku, Super Saiyan, Piccolo, Beerus, action figure of Bloodhound, and a Gundam that I would like to build. And in front of all that is a little rest area for me and the animals whenever we just been in here going a little too hard. So yeah, new season, new franchise, new rebuild, right? New background. Went from meh to right? Progression is the blessing, man, as my boy Jig loves to say. And right now we are blessed to keep doing what we're doing, what we love to do, and that's playing some Madden and rebuilding these teams. And something else different will be our approach to this franchise here. Instead of being the coach, I decided to be the owner. Seeing as today, on this day that we are filming this great new rendition of our series, my team actually fired Frank Reich, the first NFL coach to be fired in back-to-back seasons halfway through the season. Somehow, some way, my team always finds a way to make history in the least exciting ways, but that is why we are the owner. Mr. Tepper is on the hot seat from a media standpoint. Me as a fan, I'm not tripping too much. I know my big brother and a few of them, my guys that are Panthers fans also, they're kind of fed up with Mr. Tepper. They're kind of ready for him to go. I'm not there yet. Not there yet. I get it. You know, we would like to see immediate results. I'm a guy that tends to be patient. I don't even necessarily think we should have fired Frank right now, even though I get it. We do look a little rougher than we did in the Matt Rule era, but football is what have you done for me lately? And right now, Frank has not done shit for the Colts last season and for us now, so we had to let him go. With that being said, we just thought about going from a standpoint, we being me, that what if Mr. Tepper just sold the team? And what if the guy that bought the team was a lifelong fan, a guy that's been a Panthers fan since Blitz on the N64, a guy that's been playing with the Panthers on Madden since he understood what the fuck Madden was? That guy's me, Tyler Austin, or Tyler Johnson as my real life business name would be. And I just thought, you know, we're going to manifest this thing. I've always told people if there was any NFL team I could own, of course it would be my Panthers. So maybe this is a light manifestation of things. T. Johnson, right? We're just going to owner right there. We're going to manifest that in some way, somehow. So yes, that's just a little thing that'll be different. As far as things we're carrying over, I still think we'll do the coin flip before every game just to make sure we're not constantly getting the ball first on, or giving them the ball first on offense so our defense can go out there first. Sometimes maybe we need to go out there first. We'll figure it out, right? We'll keep that going. Yeah, as far as trades in the season, I think I still want to keep it to, if we do make any trades, we're going to put some parameters on it, right? I'm thinking, of course, if it's going to be a crazy overall character, we already have to pay a lot anyway, depending on age. If he's a young guy, we up the ante. If he's older but still high overall, maybe we can make something make a little more sense at a lower price point. Nobody really too crazy of an overall unless it's absolutely needed, like we're a team that's down in the dumps, we can't do nothing, and this is like a guy that could really, you know, get us over the hump. Nothing like that. We're going to try to keep this dynasty rebuild as realistic as it can possibly be. And with all that being said, I think let's just get right to it. I know I was a little long-winded, but I just wanted to make sure I made sure. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I made sure. Let's get right to it, man. Right now, we are week 13. Recently, we did lose to the Tennessee Titans. So we're at a correct record of 1-10. The rest of the league isn't really, I mean, as you see, the guys in our division, the Saints are 9-2, Bucks 6-5, Falcons 5-6. As far as everybody else in our division looking better than us, that's facts. That's fact. We're shitty right now. We ended up finishing 2-15. I want to know who did we beat? Who did let us beat them? Who the hell else let us get them? Who did it? Who was gracious enough to allow us one more victory on the season? The Falcons. Thanks, guys. Yeah, fuckers. Yeah, fuckers. I appreciate it though. 2-15 on the season, man. Not one of our better showings. Honestly, I don't think I've seen us have that bad of a season since the season before we drafted Cam. Actually, it's been a while. Wow. Damn, I'm hurt now. It's just a video game, Tyler. Ignore it. Here's what the playoff bracket is looking like. Just a quick overview real quick before we speed through it. Niners ended up taking that number 1 seed from the Eagles. Eagles in at 2, Bucks 3, Packers 4, Cowboys 5, Saints 6, Lions 7. Chiefs ended up getting that number 1 seed away from the Dolphins. Bengals ended up at 2, Dolphins 3, Titans 4, Ravens 5th, Bills 6th, Raiders 7th. That's pretty good playoffs on both sides, if you feel me. I like those brackets on each side. I'm gonna go Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles Ravens. I think that's how it's gonna end up. Let's see. Nothing too good to write home about for Bryce, you know. 15-20, 3,500 yards, 61 completion percentage, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Miles Sanders, 254 attempts, 835 yards, 7 tutties. Meh. Anybody over a band for receiving? Nobody, but of course Adam Thielen, just as he's doing in real life, is our leading receiver with 988. What's the sacks looking like? Darren Brown 7, Brian Burns 4.5, Deion Jones 2. Oh, this is miserable. Here we go, off season, staff week. Forgot to go ahead and do it, but we'll do it now. Right, let's just get right to it. Frank, thank you. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you for going out there and drafting Bryce, putting together what was thought to be Hall of Fame coaching staff. We appreciate it. You talked a good game. You didn't quite walk one, but at least you did take a few steps in what I think was the correct direction, and that is in drafting Bryce Young. But it is time to bid you adieu, my guy. You're no longer the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, and you know what? What would I do as the owner? I had to think, like, would I just come in and give guys a chance to be better? You know, would I just come in, you know, and like give guys the benefit of the doubt? No, I wouldn't. We're looking shitty. We're looking shitty, so everybody can go. I want a brand new staff. I need new head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I need brand new everything. And we're about to get started on that right now. Let's see who's available to make an head coach. What type of team do we want to be? That needs to be the first question we ask ourselves, right? Do we want to be a power run team? Do we want to be a spread team? Do we want to be a West Coast team? Like, what do we want to do? What is our identity? I think I want to be as balanced as possible. A balanced team, a balanced team. It's going 50-50. You never know what we're going to hit you with. We can tote the ball. We can air it out with you. We can do it all. I want to at least start getting the building blocks laid in the direction of being the most balanced team in the league. The first thing to do that and secure that would be a strong run game. And to get a strong run game, you need an O-line. So I think vertical zone run may be the way I want to go. Vertical or West Coast zone run may be the way I want to go. We do have former head coach Kevin Stefanski, Arthur Smith, Robert Salah as a free agent. West Coast zone run, 4-3. He is a defensive guy. I would not be mad at Robert Salah. The Bengals. Do we want to go Marshawn? Pick somebody off the Zach Taylor coaching tree. Braden Williamson from Buffalo. Sean McDermott, a guy from the Ron Rivera coaching tree. Do we want to go pick similar fruits? Who do we know? Like, I mean, that would be good storyline wise, right? That would be great storyline wise, but we'll keep looking. Geoff, Powell, Sean Payton, I'm good. Ramiro, Gallo, the Andy Reid coaching tree. Miami, somebody off the Mike McDaniel coaching tree. Miami's offense has been amazing. This season. Tyreek Hill, Devin A-Chain, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert. Tua has been looking fucking phenomenal all season. Somebody from the Mike McDaniel coaching tree wouldn't be too bad. Joseph Wells, Nick Sirianni, as my boy DJ knows, is probably my favorite coach that isn't a Carolina Panthers coach. So again, somebody from the Sirianni coaching tree wouldn't be too bad. Jay Gordon from Shanahan wouldn't be bad either. So I have to put some brain power forth and really considering my options here. I don't think I know. We're gonna go with Ramiro Gallo off the Andy Reid coaching tree, bringing in another guy. Look, they try to talk about Eric Bieniemy, right? They were saying the same thing about Ramiro. It's not him. Okay, it's not him, it's Andy. Andy's coming up with all of this. Look at Bieniemy. Him and Washington did okay their first year, but it wasn't what everybody was expecting. Same thing, right? No, it's not. It's not the same thing, and we're gonna prove you all wrong, damn it. So let's go ahead and do it. I talked to Ramiro. We talked numbers. Ramiro Gallo. I am proud, honored, my friend, my guy, to make you the new head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Welcome to Carolina, Mr. Ramiro Gallo. So one of the things that led me into hiring Ramiro outside of his great speech, his great pitch as to why he should be the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, was the fact that he let me know off rip, look, Mr. J, Mr. Johnson, TJ, Ty, my guy, I want to come in and establish a hierarchy off jump. You are the owner, yes. Your say goes at the end of the day. But from a coaching standpoint, I want the guys to know that, hey, I'm the coach. I handle everything under that umbrella, right? Whatever the head coach does, I do. But when it comes to calling the offense, calling the defense, I don't want to be that guy. I want to get the right guys in place, put them in position to be great, and allow our guys to be great. So I'm an offensive coach, yes, but I will just speak on it, right? I will just grant my opinion. I'm going to bring in the right guys on offense and defense to help me steer this ship in the right direction. And, you know, the options he gave me all sounded lovely. One of them sounded great in particular, and I could tell just from when he presented this option to me, he was just as excited as I was hearing it. And that guy is Marvin Fowler. Look, a lot of guys are like, who is this? Where is he from? Like, who is this guy? Like, why is he important, right? Let me give you some backstory. Marvin Fowler, out of Arizona, part of the shortly grown, right? Jonathan Gannon coaching tree. He's an offensive guy, air raid. He knows how to get the ball out there. But the main reason, the thing that brought us to his doorstep with a contract the most is the fact that him being from Arizona, he's worked with a smaller guy, smaller quarterback. Yes, Kyler Murray is a little more, compact than Bryce, but he has put in work with a guy that's deemed smaller to NFL standards and has helped him seem to find some success in his career. And we only look to do the same with Bryce. Ramiro spoke glowingly of him. They're going to come together to build the best West Coast zone run. Our zone. I don't know. We still don't know yet. We're figuring that out. They're talking, they're combating, not combating, they're talking, they're communicating, they're mixing ideas together to figure that out, right? But I know one thing, Marvin Fowler, Ramiro spoke highly of you. I can't wait to see how you work out, my guy. Welcome to Carolina. And then from a defensive standpoint, I mean, why not, right? Why not? He said, look, me and Robert, we're guys as well, college buddies. We know each other very well, man. We've worked on teams before. And what better way for a head coach, former head coach, who may have aspirations and hopes to be a head coach again in the league, other than going back to his bread and butter as a defensive coordinator like he was for the 49ers before he ended up becoming the head coach of the Jets. And so, Robert Salah, we got a bag and we're willing to offer it to you. You're willing to accept. Welcome to Carolina, man. We're in re-sign period, negotiation period, whatever. New head coach Ramiro Gallo. He wants to get some things taken care of, and one of those things being locking Brian Burns in for the foreseeable future. We gotta lock in Brian Burns. We gotta accept JC's 5th-year option. Jeremy Chin, we have to make a tough decision on, right? Won't actually be tough because, I mean, who would consider not bringing JC back? First things first, though, Brian Burns, I am offering you a bag, sir. Please consider re-signing. Please consider re-signing with the Carolina Panthers. He's good. Okay. He's glad we got a deal done, and so am I. JC Horn, we are picking up your 5th-year option, sir. Don't worry. Jeremy Chin doesn't want to be a Panther. We're going to give him what he asks. I'll give him a little more than what he asks. Just a tad. If he doesn't accept that, then he's just got to walk. He's just got to walk. Jeremy Chin is still a Panther. Okay, look, Frankie Louvu, no interest. We want to keep Oos, though. I love Oos. He's one of my favorite guys on the team. $49 million, though. Do we let Frankie walk, spread his wings? We already paid a little penny to keep Brian and Jeremy. Do we keep the trend going and try to do the same with Oos? I don't know. No, we did keep him around for the last rebuild. He worked wonders for us. He was doing great. Stayed at a normal dev, though. They never let him progress much, and it's really probably because he is 27 right now. Well, look, it pains me. This is my guy, right? I love Frankie Louvu, but just for the rebuild purposes, money-wise, and to make it a little more competitive, a little more strategic on ourselves, we'll let Oos walk. I think that'll be all we do as far as re-signing, guys. LaVisca, you can go. CJ, Etor, all you guys really can walk. We brought back Brian. We picked up JC's 5th-year option. We brought back Chin. I'm really good on everything else. Wow, I am not used to this. Usually Josh has no interest in this, right? But the fact that he would end up being #1 on the depth chart has his interest in being a Carolina Panther pretty high. Now, do we go and cash out on one guy? Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be a huge chunk of our money. Like, we're probably going to have like 20 million after this, and I don't want to sign too much. I think we just back up the Brinks truck, cross our fingers, and hope that he's rocking out with us. Okay, a little more than I thought. Ended up leaving us with 30 M's. I'm going to do very player friendly. 16.5, a bonus of 12. We don't have to sign nobody else. We can get Josh Allen. I do want to try to look to make a trade after we figure out what's going on with this, though. We do need to see exactly where our draft pick is going to end up being in the 2nd round and all that. But let me just figure this out before I go on a tangent. We're clicking. Offers have been evaluated. Fingers have been crossed. Welcome to Carolina, Josh Allen. Welcome to Carolina, Josh fucking Allen. Welcome back to Carolina, Curtis Samuel. All right, that's it. No more free agency. On to the draft. Before we get the draft rolling, just a quick update on things. We're still picking in the 2nd round. I did try to make a trade, see if there was any value for Miles Sanders, Bradley Bozeman, Von Bell. I tried. Not too surprised though in the fact that nobody wanted anybody from our team, or nobody that I was offering at least, right? So that's understandable. That's cool. I'm not tripping. But after some thought, right, I did start thinking. I said, hey, we're here to spice some things up, right? This is Madden. This isn't real life. This isn't Madden. This isn't real life. We just brought in Josh Allen. We signed Brian Burns already. We have both of those guys locked in for the long term. Could we make a trade? As I said, the guys I tried to make trade before, nobody wanted them, right? But what if we try to trade somebody that I know would have immediate value? I think sending Derrick Brown to the Raiders, who just lost in the Super Bowl to the Niners. I think sending Derrick Brown to the Raiders for, their 31st pick. They need defense. They're not going to draft a quarterback at pick 31, right? I don't think nobody expected Jimmy G, or maybe it was Aiden O'Connell, to get them this far. But they ended up making it to the bowl, so maybe they end up giving Jimmy G another year. Maybe they'll take this. Let's see. Let's send it. Derrick Brown, you're a Raider. We get an extra pick. The Bears go Brock Bowers. Was not expecting that. Okay, let's see what the Cardinals end up doing. Kool-Aid McKinstry. Okay, that's solid. Let's see what the Bears do. They're going defense, I bet. Jared Verse out of Florida State. I called it defense. Colts are going offense. Defense. That was turning out of Alabama. Now, I'm not really I watch enough college football to just understand what's going on. Not going to see me getting too hype over a lot of these guys because I'm very only familiar with the guys that my guys keep me up to date with, or guys that I'm able to keep myself updated with. Maybe they had a play that caught my eye and now I'm invested. Who knows, right? But you're not just going to see me getting hype over a lot of guys. Jets go Drake May. So did Aaron Rodgers retire? Let's pause. I don't want to miss anything. Did Aaron Rodgers retire? Or are they just preparing for the future? They're just preparing for the future. Caleb Williams. Wow, I didn't even peep. I forgot. Caleb wasn't off the board yet. So the first quarterback being Drake May, second being Caleb Williams right behind him. Who's Seahawks going with? Jerzon Newton. I was hoping he might have fell a little bit. I definitely was checking out Newton maybe to bring in now that we let DB go. I was thinking about letting DB go earlier in the year. Before we even started, I was just thinking like who could go, and it was DB was always a guy I came back to. So I really wanted to get Jerzon to replace him, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Steelers go defense. I really just want to make sure. Let's see if Keon Coleman goes. I'm looking wide receiver. I've been talking so much, didn't even tell you where my mind was. draft pick wise, right? I'm looking for a wide receiver with this first pick. In all honesty, when Elite Neighbors goes, Marvin Harrison to Atlanta. Oh, I'm about to hate having to deal with that. I'm looking to go wide out with this first pick, right? Didn't mean to go draft board. Get Bryce like a certified #1 guy in there and just ball out, man. We got number 31 in the first round, and then we got #1 in the second and #1 in the following rounds from here on out, right? So we got the first opportunity in each round to get the best talent available off the board first. The Texans go left guard. So we really want to go wide out. I think Bryce is just missing that. We need to. We got Jonathan Mingo last year, but I think bringing in another wide out won't hurt. Denzel Burke, Jaden Daniels to the Vikings. A lot of quarterbacks starting to roll off the board now. I do have my eyes on one more guy. Hopefully he falls to us at 31. Rome ended up falling a little later than I expected, so maybe he'll be there for us. Maybe the guy I'm looking at will be there for us. Maybe Emeka just went. It's between Keon and one other guy. Keon's gone. Please let him be there. Please let him be there. Braylon Trice. In all honesty, if we could get this guy, it would mean so much more to me. It would mean so much more to me than getting Keon. Cooper DeJean. Come on. Come on, one more. Here we fucking go. Ladies and gentlemen, with the 31st pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Xavier Legette out of South Carolina. We stay home with it, right? We stay in the Carolinas. The motto's new franchise, but the motto is the same, baby. Homegrown talent. 6'3", 227, ran a 4.26. Bench rep, second on bench, second fastest in the draft. Vert, 35-inch vert, so his vert ain't too crazy. Solid jumping, but elite speed, elite strength, broad jump, good change of direction, acceleration. We got a fucking dog. Now with this pick, I'm really thinking O-line or D-line. O-line or D-line. O-line or D-line strictly, right? Tight end could be incorporated in that. But I'm thinking O-line and D-line strictly. Jordan Morgan out of Arizona looks to be the best option at left tackle. He actually is on the board as our top fit. 10th strongest, 3rd fastest. Everything else works out pretty good. I just like for my lineman to have elite strength, but he is the best option from an offensive lineman point right now. Jacob Likes. Wow, he looks like a dog. Jordan Morgan, welcome to Carolina. Normal dev. Fuck! Kamari Lassiter, please don't be a normal dev. Welcome to Carolina. Do we draft Johnny Wilson and make him a tight end? I think we do. Ramiro wants to go get his Travis Kelce. And I think we just did it. Johnny Wilson, welcome to Carolina. Another normal dev. Another normal dev, but we'll take it. Javonte Jean-Baptiste, welcome to Carolina. Another okay. Normal dev. Riley Mills out of Notre Dame, 91 strength, 70 speed. So yet again, another normal dev guy, but maybe he's got potential. Maybe he's got potential. I'm liking, even though it's been a lot of normals outside of Xavier, I am liking the direction we're going in this draft. I think though they are normal devs, we got guys that can end up being a factor on the team as long as we, treat them correctly, build them up the way that they should. All right, right after this is our last pick. So this is our Mr. Irrelevant. Where are we going to go with the second pick in the 6th round? I really just think let's go speed at running back or wide out. Is there anybody just fast at corner? That is the question, right? And would you look at this? Probably ending up going to be another normal dev, right? But I mean, I don't think we could pass this up. B catching, B man coverage, B press, B zone coverage. Josh Newton out of TCU, 6 foot 190. I just don't. Normal depth, like I said, but I mean B's across the board. It's got to be good, right? He's got to be good. That ends the draft for us. That ends the draft. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm hyped. We're trending up, but let's go do the draft recap. Just check out the overalls of all the guys we brought in. I don't want to look until right now. Xavier Legette, 74 overall. Let's go. Xavier Legette, 74 overall. Let's see how everything ended up maxing out. 97 speed, 95 acceleration, 85 catching, 80 catching traffic, 77 spectacular catch. He's lacking in the deep route running, but medium, short. Medium is great. Short is sufficeable. Or it will suffice. I don't know if I just made up a word. 80 release is phenomenal. 88 agility, 85 jumping. Ball carrier vision 72, change of direction 90. Juke 76. So in terms of doing a lot after the tackle, doesn't have too much of that, but that's nothing we can't change as the seasons progress. So we're trending in the right direction. We got Bryce, a game changer with our first round draft pick. Second round draft pick, Jordan Morgan, 73. Normal dev, but he is a 73 overall. So hey, he's gonna start. The corner, Kamari Lassiter, the corner, number 3. We're probably gonna end up changing that number. Who knows? 90 speed, 80 man, 75 zone, 61 play rec. Wow, we got us a dog. 78 toughness. We can get that up. 90 stamina, 91 injury. Johnny Wilson, the potential tight end prospect out of Florida State. Couldn't get Keon, but we ended up getting him. 82 release, 92 speed, 94 acceleration. I mean, it's just screaming. Tight end. We lose the blocking, right? But I mean, he has 70 impact blocking, so not too much. 77 run blocking. Pass blocking is horrible. Oh, this is tough. Do we make Johnny a tight end? No, I think he would just be best at tight end. Xavier Legette, Curtis Samuel, Jonathan Mingo. Do we let Johnny stay at wide out? Do we? We'll see. We'll check out the wide outs and the overview of things after that. But then after Johnny John Baptiste, great stats, great measurables at the combine and pro day, but 68, 81 speed, pretty good though. He'll definitely get some rotation this season, and as long as he keeps doing good, he'll end up possibly starting in the future. At 23 years old, he has time to grow. Everybody seems to be 21 to 23, so nobody too old. Josh Newton, Riley Mills, 68 as well. And then Josh Newton, the one that caught me off guard the most, you feel me? We ended up getting him in the 6th round, had B's across the board, 72 overall. Normal dev again, but solid nonetheless. I think we've got our best foot forward in the process of, getting Bryce potential maxed out and getting this team back to the promised land. Let's be real, we have never really tasted the promised land for a consistent amount of time. So yeah, that is the team going into the preseason. That is us. That's our guys. Pink just early on doing things to get his confidence built back up with Bold as well in the long run. That's why we're coming out here first and doing target passing. Look, man, we brought in guys to get him right. Curtis Samuel, Xavier Legette, Johnny Wilson. We brought in weapons, and we're going to use them. And this is how we can help him get familiar with said weapons. We still got Terrence. Ooh, actually, I want to go this way. We still got Terrence. Oh, I barely missed. Only got gold with Bryce. That took a little bit longer than I expected, but we locked it in. We got a skill point for my boy. Thumbs up. Let's move on to the next drill. Here we are, wide receiver battle. I said let's just go ahead and get X-Man out there with JC, best corner on the team, soon to be best corner in the league, and let him work out. And right now, he's cooking. He's cooking. First play, he zooms behind and pretty much past JC easily. Oh, that's money. That was an ugly stop and go, right? I think we can still get gold. But he's moving great. I mean, that's what that 80 release does as a rookie. Wearing number 17 as he did in college. Let's hope he's better than the last number 17 that we had. Was that was Brandon LaFell was 11. Devin Funches was the last 17 that we had. Let's hope he's better than Fun. I did like Devin, but hey, it's on wax. It wasn't the greatest wide receiver for us. He was good though. He was good. So hopefully this 17 can be great. Help do what the 17s in the past did not do, being getting us a Super Bowl victory. You know, Jake got us there. That damn John Casey found a way to lose it for us, or put us in position to lose it. You feel me? And then, like I said, Devin Funches, Devin Fun. Xavier is cooking JC. Oh, I just can't wait to see when the actual season starts. We get gold. Move on to the next drill. Let's get Johnny in there, 6'7". See what his red zone potential will be, right? We're planning on possibly using him in the red zone. Numbers are subject to change also. As a tight end, we're potentially going to see him as a tight end. So let's just see what his red zone prowess is like. You feel me? His red zone savvy. Is he red zone savvy? Is he a red zone threat? He's cooking right now. Comeback. That little zig route, undefeated. Going that way. Sorry, JC. Good throw, Bryce. Way to get in front of him, Johnny. Okay. We're good. Oh my God. Johnny, you might be a tight end.
Here we go.
Johnny, you might be a tight end. If you work out like this in the red zone, my boy, yeah, you might have to be a tight end. I'm not even gonna hold you. Numbers subject to change, as I said. He's not gonna probably end up wearing this 83. We'll see. The guys are still trying to figure out. Xavier already locked in his 17 though. Johnny is cooking on these zig routes.
Let's go now.
Tight end one. Tight end one. Look, blocking can be trained. Blocking can be trained. We can teach him how to block. But out there running routes, this guy giving talent. God bless that boy with that. And then he blessed him with the skill set and he worked on it. And whoa! This has not happened for me yet on the game. This has not happened yet. In training camp, not only do we get a skill point after going gold for my boy Johnny Wilson, but we get our first training camp and/or practice dev upgrade on Madden 24. This is across the board now, not in none of my online franchises that I'm in with other guys. None of the rebuilds I've done before. Never have I made this happen in training camp or practice. So this is lit. What did I say? Trending up. Johnny, moving you to tight end is going to be great. We're off to a great start. Superstar, well, not superstar, but a star dev tight end to start off. And we haven't even officially touched the field yet. Hey, maybe I'm better as an owner. See what Javonte can do. Wearing number 93. As we said before, numbers are subject to change, though. Looks like he's really got no... Oh, wow. Oh, he's horrible. Oh, wow. Is he really this slow? He has no moves. Oh, I know why it's moving this slow. We'll take it. We'll just take it. We get a skill point. I'm not too mad at that. Anything else? We didn't really get no linebackers. DB battle. I do want to see what one of these corners are talking about. And I'm thinking we're going to go Kamari Lassiter first. Maybe we get a dev trade upgrade again. Who knows? Let's go Kamari Lassiter. He's going up against Terrace. So training camp is over. I just advanced the week real quick just so we can see the results of everything before we end this video. But that is the off season, man. Thank you for rocking out with me on this revamp of the rebuild, man. Look, it's been great. It's been fun. I'm very much excited to get the ball rolling on this. Towards the end of this, I realized how am I the owner of the Panthers and I have on red, right? How am I not in this video doing as I usually do? Now as the owner, you think it would be even more appropriate and donning my Panthers gear when this is a Panthers rebuild. So I can guarantee you one more thing. From here on out, it's straight Panthers gear. Straight Panthers gear is why we're doing this Panthers Dynasty rebuild, man. We had a draft. Xavier, Johnny, Josh, Kamari. Excuse me. Got some help on the O-line. Jordan. Brought in Josh in free agency to go with Bryce. We traded DB. We traded DB, but we got great value in that trade. We drafted Xavier. As you saw towards the end of that first round, wide receiver started to go. Who knows? Xavier might have been the next one up. Matter of fact, he was the next one on the board. So if we did make that trade up, who knows? Maybe Xavier wouldn't have been there for us in the first pick in the second round. But we did what needed to be done. And quite honestly, man, I'm excited to see where things are headed here on out. It's the biggest who, man. It's GN. It's GN, man. And as always, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all, man. Stay locked in. Stay focused. Keep going. Whatever idea you've been putting off, bro, as cliche as it sounds, really, just do it, man. I've been saying that I was gonna start recording and doing YouTube shit for the last like 2-3 years. Finally got to doing it. I feel so much better. You know, I feel like I wake up every day with more intention. I wake up every day with more energy and excitement because, you know, I just got other things I could do. I can go work on music. Tyler Austin on all streaming platforms. Just type that name in. Look for the most attractive Avi. It'll be your boy. I'm doing all these things. I cook. Who Chefin' on Twitter and Instagram. Who Chefin'. CHEFFIN. That's me. Look at all those beautiful plates. My plates look as good as me. I'm just saying all this to say that we have all these different talents, man. We're not just singular with the talents that we're blessed in. We get multiple. It's just what you choose to do with them. So just maximize them shits, man. Whatever you've been putting off, just get up and do it. I got homeboys that wanted to paint for the longest. He finally just, after procrastinating, picked up the paintbrush. He's been going crazy ever since. Abstract Mars, as I said, artwork is right there in the background. All that being said, man, just believe in yourself, and have fun. Just believe in yourself and have fun, man. Like, you're only gonna get better. The more you do things, they only get better as time progresses, and you only grow better and get better as time progresses. As always, man, it's Who GN. I am the biggest who. Thank you for tuning in, man. I love y'all. Stay locked in, and as always, never personal. Take it for what it is. I'm out. Peace. Patience don't expire. I can be anything I wanna be. Truth be told.